Ride-hailing firm Grab has reportedly been ordered by a Vietnamese court to pay 4.8 billion dong as compensation to a local taxi operator. Citing a Grab spokesman and state media reports, Reuters says the court ruling ends an 18-month-long legal battle between the two. Ho Chi Minh City-based Vietnam Sun Corp was awarded just over 11% of the 41.2 billion dong in compensation it was seeking over what it said were Grab's unfair business practices. Under Vietnam's regulations, traditional taxi firms have a cap on the number of promotions and discounts they can offer. However, Grab had ignored the cap, wooing customers by running promotions for more than 90 days in a single year. In response, Grab argues that it should be treated as a tech firm and not a taxi operator. The judge presiding over the case disagreed. He also said there was a link between the operations of Grab and Vinasun's losses in revenue, although he said Grab was not the only factor behind Vinasun's woes. As promised under Budget 2019, the government is establishing a free health protection scheme that will benefit the country's bottom 40% households starting January 1st, 2019. It will provide medical coverage for 5 years to individuals between the ages of 18 and 55 within the 4.1 million eligible households across the country. MOF says the scheme will provide health insurance and takaful protection against 36 critical illnesses. Recipients will receive payments of up to 8,000 ringgit, with disbursement over a period to be announced. The scheme also provides daily payments as income replacement in the event of hospitalization for up to 14 days at 50 ringgit per day or 700 ringgit per year. It will have an initial fund size of 2 billion ringgit. Registration can be made electronically over the internet. Construction players who have shifted their focus to East Malaysia may find shelter there as crude oil markets pull back, sparking concerns that Berjaya may have to recalibrate its budget. Hong Leong Investment Bank research says Sarawak is the next place to be since job flows for industry players have slowed down significantly in the peninsula following the change in Berjaya. The Sarawak government has set aside about 9 billion ringgit for development expenditure under its 2019 budget. HLIB says that has drawn industry players, as funding for these projects is expected to come from Sarawak's state reserves of some 31 billion ringgit. This means the projects may be insulated from the risk of cuts in the federal government's spending. Among upcoming projects in the state are the 11 billion ringgit Sarawak Coastal Road Project and Trunk Road Project. So far, interested bidders include Hock Seng Lee, Cahaya Mata Sarawak and Vertice. Berjaya Land says it is planning to divest its entire stake in Vietnam's TPC Nhi Tam Village for 222.2 million ringgit. TPC Nhi Tam Village is a joint venture company which operates a 5-star intercontinental Hanoi West Lake Hotel. Berjaya Land's subsidiary TPC Development owns 75% of the JV company, while Thang Long GTC holds the rest. Berjaya Land says the proposed disposal to Hanoi Hotel Tourism Development represents an opportunity to divest its investment in the firm, which totals some 122.6 million ringgit. The deal will result in an estimated gain of about 192.3 million. It is expected to be completed by the first half of next year. Cash proceeds are earmarked for Berjaya Land's working capital. Click Energy, which is in the midst of being wound up, says shareholders will receive the final distribution of the remaining monies in its cash trust account next month. The actual date will be announced in due course. Click, which is the second oil and gas special purpose acquisition company to list on Bursa, obtained the necessary tax clearance last Monday. Its liquidation was ordered by the Securities Commission after the regulator declined its request for more time to make a qualifying acquisition in February 2016. Meanwhile, trading in the shares of Red Senna, Malaysia's first and only food and beverage SPAC, will be suspended from January 16th next year after receiving regulatory approval for its voluntary suspension request. This is to facilitate the EGM for the proposed voluntary wind-up and liquidation processes after the company failed to secure a QA within the permitted timeframe.